Distorted View Daily proudly presents Cheryl Merkowski reading another Tinder success story.
Last night, I had my first share of smegma. It was a wonderful Tinder date, and we went to the drive-in to see the new Happy Death Day. His windows are pretty tinted up, so we got away with fooling around during the movie. To my surprise, I uncovered a wealth of smegma underneath his thick, chipping foreskin. It was unlike any smegma porn I ever saw. He said he was embarrassed, but I just looked at him seductively and, without saying a word, licked and chewed up all the man butter from his 5-inch dulongus. He told me to keep eating it slowly and stroke him with the chewed up parts. So I did. Needless to say, he came like a New York train, and I sucked better than the movie that night. My stomach hurts for some reason now, and I can't stop hiccuping. But it was a wonderful night, and I appreciate this group for all this smegma sharing. Heart emoji. All hate comments will be chewed and swallowed by me.
Hey freaks, it's Wednesday, June 5th, 2019. Coming up on the program today, I just saw a children's YouTuber shit all over someone. Plus, now sovereign citizens won't even use zip codes when mailing letters because of the evil government or something. And come check out the DV float at the Straight Pride Parade.
At least I'm not gonna die because I'm a careless fairy.
Yeah, you gonna come on my asshole, huh?
Drunken Negro face cookies.
Why does man have to have such a sweet rectum?
Okay, I love shit, man. I love shit.
No turds on the tenderloins?
It's the Distorted View Show with Tim Henson.
Yes! Timothy James Henson back here with you for the Wednesday podcast. Thank you so much, Cheryl Merkowski, for reading a new, this time, Tinder love story. We used to have Cheryl read Craigslist personal ads. Craigslist took that away from me. No more casual encounters. So if you run across an account that someone has written about their Tinder date, or maybe just a disgusting personal ad or something, screenshot it, send it along to me, and I will forward it to Cheryl to read. Yesterday, at the top of our Sideshow exclusive podcast, we were talking about the very annoying genre of YouTube videos known as kitty vloggers. We've talked about them a few times before, and I always start with Blippi. He's a character, he wears bright colors, suspenders. He talks like this. Come on, kids, we're going to have some fun. And I kind of knew a little bit about Blippi's past, but Davey listener Tierra reminded me, before Blippi started producing videos for children, he had another YouTube channel where he went by the name Steezy Grossman. Now, I had read some interviews with the guy who does Blippi. And in the interview, he sort of makes a passing comment about it, like, yeah, I used to do videos. I'm not very proud of it. I thought it was funny. They were stupid, gross out videos or whatever. I didn't know how gross these things were. So Blippi and Steezy Grossman's real name is Stephen J. Grossman. And according to Wikipedia, the persona of Steezy Grossman is a boy born as poop, resulting from anal intercourse. He's a poop baby. Under the Steezy Grossman name, John developed videos such as Turd Boy and Underwear Man. In a 2013 video, John performed the Harlem Shake on a toilet, naked, while he's defecating on a naked friend. So he's standing up on the toilet, right? He's standing on the toilet. His friend is on the floor. He positions his ass so he shits on his friend. And it's not solid. It's diarrhea. In a 2013 interview, again, this is before Blippi. In a 2013 interview, John states that the feces was real and true and said, I think it's funny. That's the reason why I like shit in films. And shit, 'cause shit is funny. In 2019, BuzzFeed uncovered the video once again, and John said, at the time, I thought this sort of thing was funny, but it's really stupid and tasteless, and I regret ever having done it. Nowhere does he say in that interview, the poop wasn't real, it was just chocolate syrup. No, it's his poop shooting out of his anus. Now, the video itself doesn't show any nudity per se. Now, it's been scrubbed from the internet for the most part. You gotta know where to look, or you gotta be Sideshow members. Superfreaksideshow.com. Oh, what a perk for you paying freaks. Yeah, what I was saying is there's no real nudity. I mean, the guy laying on the floor is completely naked, but the genitals are blacked out, like a square there. And you only see side ass. No butthole or anything. It's all very tastefully done. Aside from the copious amounts of liquid shit shooting out of the ass. I feel it's important, as, I've got a lot of parents that listen to the show. You need to know who your kids are watching. So if you want to see this for yourself, sign up for the Sideshow, superfreaksideshow.com. I do have audio. I don't think it's very good. Oh, you can hear him when he poops. It splatters there. Oh. Oh, yeah. It's starting to gag. Oh, it really is quite vile. Tim Henson approves. Ting! All right. If I sound like I'm yelling more than normal today, it's because I'm only really wearing one side of headphones. The other one is sort of dangling from my ear because my headphones broke yesterday. I snapped them in half. I've blown through like 5 pairs of headphones in the last year. The problem with these is that the cord is so long. And so what I did was I tied them all together, like I clumped the cords, but they still sort of dangle weird. They get caught on stuff, and I ripped them off of my head. And as I was like pulling the headphones to get them back on my head, I don't know, I snapped the plastic in half. This is like my backup of a backup of a backup. I had 2 shitty mono... These are like Audio Technic ones that cost about $130. I don't like them, though, so I haven't been using them. I put them in storage, right? Prior to that, I was using like some shitty like $30 Monoprice studio headphones. I had 2 of those. They both broke. And before that, I had 2 what are they called? V-Moda. And those are kind of really expensive. They're over $200. My dog ate one of the headphones, and the other one started getting all crackly. Very hard on these things. So I've ordered a new pair. And I'm not spending any more than $40 on these things. Because no matter the price, I destroy them. $200+ headphones, they're gone. $100 headphones, destroyed. $30 headphones, they're the ones that lasted the longest. So I don't care. As long as I can hear. Those should be coming tomorrow. I don't know if you guys can hear me. Is the microphone picking this up? I can't hear myself in my head. If you are wondering about today's featured image over there at DistortedView.com and SuperFreakSideshow.com, no, it's not a screen grab from the latest episode of Hoarders. It's just a Twitch streamer. Yes. Loser indeed. I'll put a link on the show notes to this video so you can check it out for yourself. The streamer is cleaning his room after others discovered what type of squalor he lives in here. There are, fast food bags, open containers of food. You can't even see the floor. There are years worth of disgusting trash that has been laid down. And this guy who's cleaning it up is putting in as little effort as possible. He won't get up from his chair. Also, his chair doesn't have wheels or anything. You know how office chairs you can sort of at least move around in a little bit. This is just like a wooden kitchen dining room table chair. I don't know if you'll be able to appreciate what is being displayed here with just the audio, but take a listen.
Internet's too fucking far away.
Yeah, he won't lean over to pick up some of the trash bags because it's too far.
Fucking far away.
Fucking far away.
All right, true. Preach, brother.
Well, that's a little bit of a Yikes. Okay.
I see cliff bars. I see cliff bars. Hey, we're getting closer to the center of the core, boys.
It's interesting because he's not thin, not healthy. Why would you eat Cliff Bars? I mean, there's also, like I said, tons of McDonald's bags. He's also doing this thing that I've seen people do before. Like, nothing on the floor there is good. It's all trash. Why are you picking things up one at a time? It's like one can. Picks that up, puts it in his trash bag, then picks up another tiny little wrapper. You can go ahead and just scoop. Right? You just grab as much as you can.
I see cliff bars. Hey, we're getting closer to the center of the core, boys.
He's out of breath. He stops. He's just surveying now. Like, I can't do this.
You tired yet?
End my fucking suffering.
Oh, come on, dude. You just started. Let's go.
I just
Keep
started.
going. Keep going.
Saw
He saw all rap.
You don't know what you're talking about. Fuck.
He's gagging. He
It's a
smells.
piss bottle, Dad.
It's fucking compacted like fucking sandstone, dude. It's like fucking sandstone. I had reached.
Yeah, one of the other streamers saw the piss jug. This kid won't get up to go pee. He's doing very important work on Warcraft. Whatever.
There's a piss
Dota.
bottle, Dad.
It's fucking compacted like fucking sandstone, dude. It's like fucking sandstone. I had reached up under that shit.
Yeah, he keeps gagging. Again, I'll post a link on the show notes so you can watch this for yourself. Moving on now. It's been a while since we featured a sovereign citizen. This one is going to the post office, and nothing is ever easy with these people. He wants to mail a letter. He wants to use the postal service, but he can't follow simple rules. Everything is a production with these people. They're like little kids. They want to see how far they can push you, challenge you, see what they can get away with, right? So here this guy is. It looks like, I don't know if he's standing up or if he's in a wheelchair because the camera's very low. But anyway, that's neither here nor there.
So can you tell me what's going on with my mail?
Why ain't I getting any mail? It's because you don't have an address. Your residence is a wheelbarrow on the side of the road. I don't even know how you would address mail to that, right?
Can you tell me what's going on with my mail?
So this mail piece is not correctly addressed. This is the manual in which
What do you mean it's
we
not correctly
follow.
addressed? Could you help?
She has a manual to show him how to properly address an envelope.
And it requires a zip code
Right.
per our manual. And
Okay.
it requires you to put proper postage on it per our manual.
Okay, so he doesn't put postage on the shit he's sending. He doesn't include the zip code. This is what the sovereign citizen is hung up on today. What could he possibly have against zip codes? Stamps? Okay, I get it. You don't want to pay for something. Do you think the zip code is tracking you? Or is it indicative of a fascist regime?
Right.
So if you want to do that, we can
Who
accept
have you
your
checked
mail
with?
piece.
Who have you checked with?
This is the Postal Domestic Manual.
That's the
Who have you checked with? You doesn't need to check anyone to know you need to provide a zip code and stamps.
STS manual. I want to
And
go by
your
the
manual is
I want to
no
go by the.
longer qualified. This is the post office.
So there's
manual.
there's no longer a general post office entity that works here also.
No.
That's here also.
Yeah, he's probably got like some sort of manual from the 1800s when the Pony Express was a thing.
And you know that for a fact.
Yes.
So what
you
you're doing
can
right now.
follow our policy.
So is it because of the information on
No,
here?
it's because
Is
of
it
the way
bigotry?
it's addressed.
Okay, what's wrong with the address?
And because it doesn't have proper postage.
Could you tell me about the address?
You do not have a zip code listed, which is required. And here's the document.
You want to know something really sweet?
You.
Everybody's been really, really nice except for you. You came out with a total attitude.
I'm sorry you feel that way.
You came out with a total attitude. Did you know the water? Did you know the Earth is 71% water? Did you know that water doesn't bend or curve? It always finds its level.
Wait, what? I thought we were talking about postage. Now he's talking about the world's water. Is this going to ease into some flat Earth nonsense? Because I don't think we've ever featured that before. A sovereign citizen and a flat earther.
Did you know that you can't find one real picture of Earth from
Sir,
space?
do you want
Did
to
you know
follow
that?
our policy?
I'd like to speak to your supervisor.
I am the
I'd like to
lead
speak to the
supervisor.
postmaster.
The postmaster is not here right now. This is the postal policy.
Okay.
So I can ask you to follow the policy or now leave.
Okay. So to follow the policy,
guess what? This video is 30 minutes long. I'm guessing he doesn't leave here.
I have to do.
You're required to put proper postage on the mail piece and the
Could
zip
we look
code.
up? Could we look up the chapter in the statute?
I did.
And
it's not valid.
How's it not valid?
It's no longer valid.
As of when?
I'm going to have to ask you to follow the policy.
No.
As of 1896.
You work for me.
Turn
you work
off
for
your
me.
phone
You work for
or
me.
leave.
I pay taxes. You work for me. You work for me.
I don't believe for a second that this guy pays taxes.
I don't work for you. So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to have you help me and tell me how to do this.
I did.
Okay, when was this statute taken out?
Why didn't you tell this guy, like, look, we don't get paid from the government, like from taxes. You're not paying my salary. All of the revenue comes from, like, stamps. Stamps you won't buy. I'm just going to go ahead and fast forward because we can't spend all day on this.
What you're doing is you're impeding me sending my mail through my mail.
I'm not,
Yes, you are.
I will gladly accept if you address it properly put the correct
I'm not sending it
postage
through
on it.
USPS. I'm not going through government
Okay, then you can leave
facility.
our building.
But what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to figure out what that says.
Like, you're at the USPS. That's all I can help you with.
United States Postal.
If you want to send it carrier pigeon, you're going to have to go find some fucking birds.
Enemy. It's not
Enemy.
what you're talking about.
Enemy?
Yeah, this is a United States Postal Service.
Right. Okay. So you're a corporate entity.
So you can follow the guidelines, put
Right.
proper postage.
Like, this guy just wants to fight, right? It's as easy as paying whatever 40 cents and putting some 5 numbers down. And then you got yourself a letter that can be mailed.
And put a proper zip code, or you can leave.
Can you tell me what supervisors you spoke to today?
Again, let me fast forward because I think authorities are about to get involved.
And now I'm asking you to either follow the policy,
But I can't read.
address
I can't
your
read it.
mail piece,
He can't read? That explains the flat earth thing.
or leave.
You want to leave?
Oh, here come the
I'm
police.
trying to send mail.
Okay. If they ask you to leave, you need to leave.
And then you
Right.
turn
But I'm
off
a
the phone.
customer. I'm trying to figure out how to have my
Building,
conscience.
not allowed.
You're not a customer because you're not buying anything. You refuse to buy stamps.
Okay.
They
And
have
he
the authority.
refuses
I'm allowed to
turn off
record
his
in a
phone.
federal building.
Okay. Do you have an ID on you?
I don't need to show you my ID.
Yeah, you do.
Am I being detained or am I free to leave?
You're being detained.
For what reason am I being detained?
You're being detained for being a dick. Remember when the postal clerk asked the guy to leave like a gazillion times?
I haven't done nothing wrong. And if you're telling me that I'm being detained, first you have to ask me to leave to be trespassed.
First, you have to ask nicely.
We're asking you to leave.
Okay, I'm leaving.
After you identify yourself.
Please don't put your hands on me.
Hey, relax.
Please
You're being
put your
detained.
hands on me.
Relax.
Now he's being detained.
Put your hands on me. Okay.
Be alright, okay?
There's no reason.
Now we've switched from the guy, the sovereign citizen filming. Now we're looking at like the police cam footage, and we get a good look at this sovereign citizen, and he kind of looks exactly like you'd think he'd look. Beard,
Relax.
wearing a winter beanie in the middle of July, flannel,
Detaining you in handcuffs.
For what reason?
Okay.
For what reason? What am I being arrested for?
You're not under arrest right now, okay?
Well, if I'm not under arrest, then I'm free to leave.
Relax, we're going to explain
If
what's
I'm not
going
being
on.
detained, I'm free to leave. Ma'am, this is your fault. This is all because you won't give customer service.
Why won't you just mail my letter? Honestly, I don't think the cops know what to do with this guy. So they're all standing outside now, outside of the car. The dude's handcuffed, and of course he's screaming and wailing.
What am I doing? Am I resisting arrest? Are you arresting me? And I'm not resisting arrest, and get your fucking hands off of me.
Relax.
Fuck you.
Charles Edward 5303.
We're just trying to figure out what's going on.
It's not your right to figure out what's going on.
Well, when somebody calls the police,
They can call the police all they want. You can call the police on me for calling you a stupid pig, but that don't mean shit.
Hey, if I let go of you, will you lean against the car?
Are we gonna make deals now?
He's not good with following instructions.
But now we're making deals, right?
I'm just giving you
now this little dude back here wants to make a bargain with me.
You said you told me not to.
Yeah, let go of me, man.
Are you gonna lean against the car?
I said I would, yes.
All right.
That's not what you said. Eventually, this guy does get placed in the back of the car. I guess he's being arrested.
They obtained enough information to have reasonable suspicion to detain you for the crime of disorderly conduct.
Disorderly conduct.
They then continued the investigation where they developed probable cause for disorderly conduct and trespassing.
And what did I do?
And now they are placing you under arrest.
What did I do?
You were behaving disorderly by being noisy, disrupting the patrons of the establishment,
and you wouldn't leave, I guess. I think this is still a bit of a stretch. I mean, but what are you supposed to do? He was never going to leave. I have a feeling that he won't do any time or get in any real trouble for this. They'll probably drop the matter. In the end, I mean, he made a scene, but it wasn't a, huge scene. We've featured way worse, public freakouts here on TV. Hey, real quick before we get into the news, I gotta say thanks to the freaks over in our Discord. A, for continuing to find great content for me to feature on the show, and B, for helping me how to figure out how to lose weight.
Hi. Hey guys, welcome back to Anorexic Tips for Girls.
Yes, there is a real channel on YouTube called Anorexic Tips for Girls, hosted by what sounds like a 12-year-old girl with some severe body image issues. It's very sad, yet I'm still going to critique her.
Why don't you just...
No. We don't want this little girl to kill herself. That's why I will not be sharing the link to her channel on the show notes. Anyway, she's doing this for attention. No, that's not what I was going to say. She's going about this the wrong way, I feel. Like in the video that I'm playing here for you, she's telling us all about this great noodle recipe that she eats, but it's 422 calories. And the noodles are fried. You're supposed to be eating celery and then purging for maximum weight loss. Because, isn't celery one of those, negative calorie things where the act of chewing the celery burns more calories than is actually contained in the celery? And then, on top of that, you throw up. That takes some effort. I really should give her a weight loss plan. Anyway, so here she is. She's talking about these fried noodles.
Hi. Hey guys, welcome back to Anorexic Tips for Girls. Today I'm going to be showing you guys how to make some fried egg noodles. So I basically got this noodle and it's 287 calories, and a medium egg is 155 calories, which is I'll put it on the screen because I did not remember, but today
she did the math in post. 422 calories.
So
I mean, she sounds so sweet and the music is upbeat, but this is some troubling shit, right? I love it. Mostly troubling because 422 calories is a lot of calories for just one meal, for one little anorexic girl. Maybe this whole meal, she eats throughout the day. 422 calories in an entire day, that's acceptable, right?
Let me just show you.
And everything she eats, all of her recipes are weird Japanese noodles. She's frying up the noodles here, and then she adds vegetable oil or...
Pure vegetable
oil. This poor girl is so uneducated.
Oh my god, I added so much. This is going to be a greasy meal. Oh my god, I feel so sad. Okay, I'm good.
Yeah, this is... Just eat a fucking hamburger from McDonald's at this point. Well, needless to say, I don't think she lost any weight on that particular diet plan. The fried, greasy noodle plan. That's the Tim Henson diet. So, then a month later or something, she's back with a new plan.
Today I'm going to show you guys what I eat in a day. I've started a new diet after the other one. The other one I ended up binging, so that's kind of sad, but... Yeah.
This whole thing is sad.
So I'm just making some noodles, and I just have my chopsticks here.
More noodles. Another Japanese brand. This one is Mama Noodles.
It's these noodles, and each package is 66 calories.
That's much better.
And today I'm going to be eating 360 calories.
Oh, throughout the whole day. Okay. You're supposed to eat what, 1,500, 2,000, something like that?
I mean 350 calories. So let me just show you my diet.
Oh, it doesn't matter, right? Now, I know some of you are saying, Tim, you're a monster for even featuring this girl. She's sick and she needs help. Wait till you hear her poem. Then you're really going to hate me. Cue the piano music.
My skin is like a garden. I keep digging up the dirt. just to see my red roses grow.
Prolapse? Are we talking about prolapse? I want to see your red rose.
And hide them under a shirt. I don't show the flowers to anyone. The beauty is just for me. In other people's eyes, they're just some ugly weed.
Well, I think this is a very positive message. To her, she's got a beautiful body. To the rest of the world, she's ugly as sin. She knows it, but, she's okay with it.
I don't like to dig up my garden. The ground will never be healed.
How sick is it that, I've been doing this show for so long, I immediately associate roses with prolapsed asses and dirt with shit. I don't like to dig up my garden because there's dirt everywhere. It's like, bitch, learn something from the gays. Enemas before any sort of sex play.
The ground will never be healed.
Because someone split her butthole open with a big fat dick, right? I mean, it's all very sexual, at least in my mind. And again, I don't know how old this girl is. You never actually see her, which is probably a good thing in her videos. She could be, 30. She could be 5, right? Let's hope she's over 30. Otherwise, I've been talking about a preteen's prolapsed ass in shitty asshole. And being fucked wide open. Oh my god. All right, and with that, let's get into the crazy, bizarre, twisted up, fucked up news right now. I hope you guys are enjoying the show. If you are, please consider signing up for the Sideshow DV's member site, where you get full access to the entire archive of programs. Well over 3,000 shows since we started this thing back in 2004. Plus, every week we do exclusive programs just for paying freaks. Yesterday was an exclusive program day. Tomorrow we'll be doing another Sideshow exclusive podcast. Great time to sign up. Memberships are only $6.99 a month. Even less when you opt for a quarterly, semi-annual, yearly, or even a lifetime membership. Again, all major credit cards and PayPal accepted. Check it out, superfreaksideshow.com. There are other ways to support the show. You've heard of Patreon, right? Become a patron. You can pledge as little as $1. We've got some perks. I do a little personal podcast over there. You get access to a special voicemail line. You can read all about it over there at patreon.com/Distorted View. Okay, 3 very quick stories, and we'll get the hell out of here. This one is super short, and it just happens to come from our most fucked up state. Say it with me!
Florida, our most fucked up state.
Yeah, specifically Hudson, Florida. A man in Central Florida told deputies that he poured salt on the floor of a Walmart store to get rid of evil spirits around him. He's a religious man. And, you've been to Walmart. You know what type of evil spirits he's talking about. 600-pound women with tramp stamps. Shirtless men drinking beer in the aisles. Feces smeared on the walls of stalls. My favorite thing is, if you ever go to Walmart, you will see an open can of pop or a candy bar wrapper, a half-eaten package of, Lance, Captain Wafers, just lying near appliances or a rack of clothing or something, and it was taken from the grocery section, and then they just left the half-eaten remains next to the toasters or whatever. It's disgusting. Walmart is a den of iniquity. That is why this man was spreading salt around the floor of Walmart. Now, I don't know if he paid for the salt or if he's one of those people that just grabbed a bag of salt from the store shelves. I mean, really, why should he pay for it? He's doing this to help Walmart. It's going to benefit them. The Pasco Sheriff's Office arrested 38-year-old Damon Dean Cantrell early Sunday morning. A store manager told investigators a man poured salt on the floor and on his feet before walking into the woods near the store. The manager said he wanted the man charged with trespassing. A deputy found Cantrell laying under some trees in the woods, but still on Walmart property. He was arrested and taken to the Land O'Lakes Detention Center. Secure and buttery. Second story we have for you today. You may have heard about the Straight Pride Parade being held in Boston. It was trending on Twitter yesterday. Most of you know that June is LGBTQ Pride Month. Cities all over the world are hosting rainbow festivities, parades, carnivals, and of course, drag queen bingo.
Also tonight, drag queen bingo. It may sound funny, but not everybody's laughing about it. In fact, it's drawing a line between a quiet neighborhood and a restaurant that plays bingo for charity.
Yeah, fuck raising money for cancer kids. I don't want those fruits in my neighborhood, right? All right, a group led by 3 men is trying to champion a different community and say they are planning their own parade in Boston to celebrate straight pride. You hear this all the time. During Black History Month, idiot white people are like, where's our white history month? Now with Gay Pride Month, they want straight pride. I have a complicated relationship with the LGBTQ community. On one hand, I just can't get enough dick. On the other hand, I am not proud about that. It's an addiction. Addiction. Get it? That being said, I don't like the term pride. I don't know what else you'd call it, but I guess after reading, I'm 38 years old, I'm just reading now about why gay pride is important. It's still illegal in a lot of places, and, there's a lot of gay bashing and tranny bashing, most of it on this podcast. So it is important to have. People like me need to be educated. But, I don't know if you guys know this, but Joey, my little Joey Donatone, Joey was, I guess, gay bashed. He was walking in, this was years ago. I mean, in the 2000s, it wasn't that long ago, but he was going into a convenience store, UDF in Columbus, and he happened to be with someone who was trans, and they both got a little roughed up. And they were, they weren't doing anything. They weren't antagonizing anyone. They were just, they were going in for, I don't remember what it was, cigarettes or candy. And, some guys just saw him and started trouble. So, yeah, it's something that still happens. And I guess those, gay pride parades are gay people saying, you can't silence us. We're out here. We're queer. We're in your face. Now look at our asses in thongs. We're going to make you get used to this. I've been to several. I don't go every year. I don't like them, quite frankly. It's not my scene. I don't like people, whatever. But I have been to a few. And for you straight guys, you should really check it out. First of all, you'll look like a hero to your stupid girlfriend. Oh my God, my boyfriend is totally okay with gay people. He's so sensitive and sweet. Whatever. But the real reason is, and I don't know if this is all over, but lesbians love to take their shirts off. Lots of titties in your face. Now, you have to remember, these are real lesbians, not porno lesbians. So not all of them are 10s or even 5s. You might get lucky, though. I mean, they're all over the spectrum. A rainbow of titties. From pert and supple to flapjack tits. A rainbow of boobs await you at Pride. Anyway, back to straight pride here. I mean, realistically, who's going to go to straight pride? Or, fucking assholes. People who don't like the gays. The organization Super Happy Fun America, which claims to advocate on behalf of the straight community in order to foster respect and awareness with people from all walks of life, is planning the event. The parade appeared to be a reaction to the city's rejection of the group's application to raise its straight pride flag at Boston City Hall earlier this spring. Quote, "We're disappointed that the Walsh administration has chosen hate and discrimination," a blog post said. "Therefore, we've decided to launch a campaign to educate the public, politicians, and civil servants about the straight community." Everyone's aware of the straight community because that's the norm. I mean, this is ridiculous, right? You don't get to have special things when you're not special, right? When you're the status quo, when you're the way you're supposed to be. I'm not probably doing any favors for the gay community here, calling them abnormal and freaks, but that's what we are. We got to get people on board, okay with that. That's why there's gay pride. It's more like gay awareness. That being said, I cannot wait to see what the floats are like. I want to see who's marching at this parade. I'm guessing there's not going to be any corporate sponsors. Someone did make a joke on Twitter oh, I bet you there's going to be an Axe body spray float. That's the epitome of straight, right? And Axe actually responded. They were offended. They said, "No, we will be at the real gay pride, not this bullshit one." The group said its proposed one-day event will consist of a parade and ceremony during which the straight pride flag will be raised over Boston City Hall. If you're wondering what the straight flag looks like, it is a half purple, half pink, divided diagonally down the middle, right? And then in the middle, there's a yellow male symbol and female symbol. The site claims the parade will be free and open to the public. All are welcome except for Antifa. They say that stands for anti-fun. They're not welcome because they oppose happiness and fun. The group says they want to use the same parade route as June's Boston Pride Parade, as well as the same accommodations afforded to the annual event, including street closings and the inclusion of vehicles and floats. The organization is led by 3 men and helmed by President John Hugo. Hugo ran for U.S. Congress in 2018 as a Republican, but was defeated by Democratic incumbent Catherine Clark. So now this is what the dude is doing with his time. Oh, how the mighty have fallen. I would like to set up a distorted view float and appear at the Straight Pride Parade, but just have my float be comprised of thousands of floppy dildos. Have some nasty man-on-man action going on. Have, like, video screens playing gay porn. All right, final story we have for you today. Whenever you see, like, bank robberies taking place in movies, there's always that one person in the getaway car just waiting, right? Well, I've got a real story for the digital age. A man fired shots in an Indiana mobile home park and then ordered a Lyft as his getaway car. He either didn't think this through, he was in a rage, he shot up the mobile home park and then realized, oh my God, I don't have a car. I have a bicycle. I can't get away in that. I'll call an Uber. Or maybe he had this all planned out and then his car broke down in the shop. Too late for a rental, so, he went the Lyft route. Isa Amr Ishtawi, 20, broke into a mobile home in Portage, Indiana, about 10 miles east of Gary on Tuesday. Ishtawi fired a gun inside the home before taking one of the residents outside, shooting several more rounds into the house, and striking a man who was visiting in his left foot. Several rounds also struck nearby homes. And I'm guessing bullets can pierce through mobile homes no problem. Like tearing through a tin can. Ishtawi ran away but was soon spotted by an officer as he rode in a car operated by a Lyft driver. I wonder if the Lyft driver knew what was up. I'm guessing Ishtawi was out of breath and frazzled. Step on the gas, man! Step on the gas! And these Lyft drivers and Uber drivers are so concerned with their rating, getting a good 5-star rating. He probably just did whatever this guy said. All right, the ride app company confirmed the incident. Police found a loaded Glock 40 caliber handgun stashed under the passenger seat and a Ziploc bag of marijuana. So I guess those old 1950 educational films about marijuana were true. The devil's grass will turn you insane! Force you into a life of crime. All right. So there was a bag of marijuana in Ishtawi's backpack. The driver did not recognize the gun, and he was very cooperative and shook up by the entire incident. According to Police Chief Troy Williams, Mr. Ishtawi refused to answer questions and seemed to have little regard for the events that had occurred. In a statement, a Lyft spokeswoman emphasized how seriously the company took safety and called the incident frightening and deeply concerning. Upon becoming aware of the allegations, we immediately banned the passenger. That's what's important here. He can never hail another car from Lyft again. Yes, we immediately banned the passenger from our community and reached out to the driver to offer support. Ishtawi has been charged with multiple felonies, including aggravated battery with a handgun, ting, intimidation, ting, possession of a pistol with no permit, ting, and trying to mail a letter without stamps. Not to mention a variety of other zip code-related crimes. Those are felonies, as we learned earlier in the program. There you go. That, my friends, is your Distorted News for Wednesday. Let's do a couple voicemails and get the hell out of here. I love to hear from my freaks, and there are many ways to contact the show. show@distortedview.com. I'm all over social media @DistortedView on Twitter and Instagram, and Facebook.com/DistortedViewShow. We've got a Discord. There's a link on the main navigation bar at DistortedView.com for you to check that out. You can communicate, chat, interact, befriend other freaks. There's about, 600 or 700 freaks hanging out in the Discord, so definitely check that out. Let's do a couple voicemails here.
Tim, you're reading a story right now that's talking about a woman masturbating in the tubes, that's poison.
Subway, yeah. Mm-hmm.
It said from leaving King's Cross to like Paddington. Paddington is part of King's Cross.
Is this going to be like me mispronouncing something? Yeah, okay.
Close to it,
get it.
That is, I don't even know why they're reading something like that. That is not the most fucked up thing that probably even happened this week.
Oh, really?
At one point when I was a kid, this older lady, it smelled like she shit herself, and then she looked at all of us, we're all waiting to go to school and stuff, we're, just sitting on the tubes fucking around, and she's like, and just makes all this weird
gurgling noise.
And then gets up, and there's, like, shit on the seat, dripping out of her ass and all this stuff.
I would like to read that news story.
All through the fabric.
You should tell your local newspapers to start covering that
that's
stuff.
What she's done, and she was staring at kids doing it. Like, shit like that happens all the time. People are, people fuck on that thing sometimes. But not a ton.
That's pretty fucking creepy, right? Like an old woman just staring at kids, making sex noises, like, staring at them, and shitting. Kind of makes all my childhood trauma pale in comparison. Remember I was telling you about that bowl haircutted tarred woman that was in love with me? That was pretty traumatic. I never saw or smelled her shit, though. Well, I never saw her shit.
Timothy James Jensen. This is Montucky, a.k.a. DD Mega Doo-Doo, a.k.a. But I poo from that. How you doing? Just calling to remind you that I sent you a videotape with a couple videotapes, but the main one I really want you to transcribe into digital is the Maxine one, the Master Bedroom parody.
Yeah, I can't wait. So what happened was, I don't know, how long ago this was, but I did receive them in the mail. Thank you very much for that. My VCR died, and I'm waiting for Lord Douche to pull out his old VCR from a box or whatever, so I can digitize these.
Because the soundtrack is epic. It's kind of metal, 80s metal kind of thing.
It's like cyberpunk.
One of the songs.
Hey, how cool, I just saw this, how cool does, that game Rocket League? I'm sure anyone who plays video games is probably familiar with Rocket League. It's like you're in a car. It's like soccer, but in a car, right? And there's a big ball, and you hit the ball with the car or whatever. They're doing this cool thing for the summer. It's like, it's all 80s, and you can use the Ecto 1 or the Back to the Future car or Kit from Knight Rider. And there's different games.
Hey, Tim, it's fun. Tom, longtime Sideshow Freak. Lately, you've played two commercials from my childhood that really brought me back. The first was the patio enclosure.
Patio enclosures.
Commercial.
Yeah.
And the second was the Tom Raper RV commercial.
Wow. You lived in Ohio then.
I grew up in Toledo, Ohio.
Yeah.
And
Tom Raper, I forgot about that.
Spent a good portion of my childhood in Richmond, Indiana, where Tom Raper is from. And I can honestly tell you, I never once thought about the raper aspect of the Tom Raper.
Even as a kid, I was like, they've got to be able to pick out a better name.
In all the years I saw those commercials, never once thought about it. Now I can't get it out of my head. But thanks for bringing me back to my childhood.
Oh, no problem.
Enjoy the show. Thank you.
You're very welcome. Let's do one more voicemail, and then we'll wrap things up for the day here. Yes, caller, go right ahead.
Hey, Tim. It's Hentai Harrison Ford, Super Freak Sideshow member. And you're featuring, on the show that I'm listening to, you're featuring somebody that you're calling Cupcake. She did the song about Squidward's nose. First of all, her name is Cupcake, as in, like, Bukake cupcake.
Oh, so, I did not know that. How the fuck was I supposed to know that? Okay, cupcake was spelled with two K's at the end there, but I wouldn't, I guess it doesn't make sense. It's like Bukake. It's Cupcake.
Come on, like, get your shit together.
Sorry!
There's another song about her having sex with a pedophile. Like, I think most of the songs are, like, bait to get people to watch something ridiculous, like to make them kind of intentionally bad. But there is a song about her.
I don't think they're bad, but they're all, they're all like cock and dick and sex related.
That's hilarious. And I think the hook is like, promise me you won't tell. Like, she's like, promise me you won't tell. Promise me you won't tell when I take you to the hotel. I think that.
Did we play that on the show recently?
I don't think we played it before. Anyway, that's all.
We just played some new cupcake. I'm sorry, cupcocky. I kind of like her more now that she has that name, Cupcocky. That is all the time we have on this edition of the show. Want you guys to email me, show@distortedview.com. Distortedview.com is our official website. Voicemail line for you, 206-666-4463. That's 206-660-GOD. Is it hooked?
Did you know that you can't find one real picture of Earth from
Sir,
space?
Do you want to follow our policy?
Spread the distortion, STD. Tell all your friends about the show. Don't forget to rate us and review us on iTunes. I will be back tomorrow if and only if you're Sideshow members. Great time to sign up. Otherwise, I'll see you back on Friday. Until then, have a great day. Bye, everybody.
I bashed his brains against the goddamn radiator!